This is one of many reasons why I will never, ever abandon my fur baby. There was a dog that was brought into my vet clinic a few weeks ago. He's a big, goofy, friendly guy. Came in for a checkup. Nothing really particularly alarming with him. But what was kind of odd was the owner didn't really interact with him much while he was in the exam room with me. And when it was time to go, they just left him there. I mean, I've had dogs left at the clinic before, but usually they were dropped off for boarding or grooming or something like that. And the owners are coming back for them later. This guy, no one came back for him. No one came back for him. We checked the computer and there was no boarding or grooming appointment. And we couldn't find any identifying information on him. No tags, no microchip. So we put the call out to local rescue groups, put some feelers out on social media, see if anybody knew anything about this dog or who owned him. And nobody did. Meanwhile, this poor guy has been at the clinic for 3 days now. 3 days. The longest I've ever had a dog at the clinic was for months. And that dog, at least, had the decency to be a little bit afraid of people. This guy, super friendly. He wanted everybody to pet him. He wanted to play with everybody. He was very much a social butterfly. And I just kept thinking to myself, how can somebody not want this dog? How could anybody not want to come back for this dog? He's so great. I mean, you don't have to keep him. You don't have to love him. You don't have to do anything. You just got to bring him home, feed him, water him, let him outside, pet him. I mean, that's all it takes. It doesn't take much to be a good pet parent. And after 3 days of having this dog at the clinic, I made the decision that I was gonna not foster him until we found a rescue group that could take him, because I couldn't bear the thought of him going to a shelter. My vet clinic is small. We only have 4 kennels. And the way it works is the boarding dogs get rotated through those 4 kennels. So even if a dog stays there for, a week or 2, they still have some exercise time, a little bit of socialization. But ultimately, if he goes to a shelter, that means he's in a kennel for 23 hours a day. He doesn't get to go on walks. He doesn't get to have any real exercise. All he gets is the 1 hour a day that maybe the volunteers have time to take him out back and let him run around in the yard a little bit. But other than that, it's just sitting in a kennel. And I just couldn't bear the thought of him spending any more time than necessary in a shelter environment. So I reached out to a couple rescue groups, got him into one of them. They took him in, fostered him for a short period of time, and they found his owner. Because when I dropped him off at the rescue, they noticed that he had a little scar above his eye. And they were like, oh, yeah, we have a report of a dog that looks just like him that got out a few weeks ago. So they went and they tracked down the owner and they're reuniting tomorrow. And I am so relieved and so happy for this dog. But I cannot imagine the thought of leaving him for 5 minutes, let alone 3 days. Like, I can't even fathom that. I mean, honestly, if I saw that dog in the pet store, I would snatch him up in a heartbeat. I would adopt him in a heartbeat. But knowing that he's going back to the owner that he already had, that's just the best possible outcome.